Big Daddy, we're here in a shrine. This is an absolute shrine. We're here with Andrew Groombridge, who is the trainer of the Georgetown Raiders. We're between periods at the moment with the Burlington Cougar game. Good game tonight, by the way.
Yes.
Great power play in the second period.
Yep.
We were against them. So these two are very close, aren't they?
Very.
Close teams. Andrew, tell us, we did a thing on the Tell and Sell on you a few weeks ago about your history. How many years have you been doing this?
This is my 24th season, Georgetown, 50th overall of doing sports.
Absolutely amazing. You know, and so many people love you. And we want to thank you from the radio station and from the Tell and Sells, because your name is up there every time we talk about the Raiders. You keep us up to date with all the scores.
Appreciate it.
And you've been with the Raiders for 15 years?
24 season, yes.
24.
1,522 games
24.
or something like that.
If you had to pick one player that you loved to work with, who would it have been?
Well, I had a favorite back in 05, Kevin Harvey. He played some low minors, but I've had a few tight kids I've had over the years.
Now, I don't know if you've noticed over the last few weeks on our videos, but we've been talking about the OJHL and how important the OJHL is. And we've been featuring players from St. Mike's. We talked about Mitch Marner on the video last week. We're going to talk about a couple of Burlington Cougars. Famous Raiders, your favorites. Who are they? Eric, obviously, from the Florida Panthers. You've got Evan Rodriguez, who won a Stanley Cup, former Raider.
Scott Wilson won 2 cups with Pittsburgh, so they're rookies together. Probably my best 2 rookies I've ever had. And then, you know, our 05 team went to the Nationals, and we had a good bunch there. You know, I'd have to pull out my book to remember names, but I probably had half a dozen phenomenal guys.
Your office, we're going to have to do we can do 100 shows on just your office alone. It's absolutely amazing. And this is where we got the washing machine down here, you know, and this guy takes care of the Raiders like you wouldn't believe. Tell us briefly before we go about the Sidney Crosby story and the picture over here we're looking at
brought
right now.
Sidney in, it would have to be after our 2000 season.
But he was almost a Raider.
Yes, and Hockey Canada with Nova Scotia Hockey made a decision that he came in, he was a 14-year-old. So our team was going into private ownership my second season for the 2001 season. And they made a decision that kids under 16 couldn't leave their province.
Absolutely.
So he decided, well, I'm going to go to Shawshank, the big school in Minnesota, the prep school.
A lot of kids go to the university.
Yes.
But we want to show you how important this league is to the NHL, and the OHL, the WHL, the QMJHL, the step above. This is where it all starts.
It does. It's you know, we have numerous players every year go to D1 or 3 schools in the States, and it's about education with these kids, and which, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, it's a stepping stone.
We want to thank you once again for all your help, and we will be back undoubtedly to talk about some of these pictures. Maybe we can do a little 2-minute interview every week about some of these pictures.
Sure, no problem.
Because you could go over them, but just a phenomenal hockey room. I'm so happy to be here. It's so cool.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. Thank you. And we'll see you next week with more stuff.
Thank you.
Thanks for posting everything.
Okay, appreciate it.